and I always say, I mean, there's another level of testimonials where you don't have to ask. And this is something that I do that I don't see a lot of other people doing. I post, and this is, again, I'm a show person, so I post every single show that I do under my schedule.
Hmm.
So I have a schedule of events, which is a testimonial to my success and my busyness. Nobody
Right.
wants to hire someone that's not working.
I was going to say that you're in demand. Right.
Yeah, but underneath that, it says previous shows. And there's a few hundred listings.
Hmm.
And when I talk about references, I say, I have a page on my website, it's testimonials. But my previous shows, pick up the phone and call any of those clubs, call any of
Right.
those companies. And there's a reason why I do that. I mean, it shows like, wow, he may not have gotten a testimonial, but he performed at all these places and he's not afraid to say it.
Right.
Therefore, he did a good job. There's a psychological element
Right.
to what you're providing.
And it goes back to what you were saying of like, if someone knows someone at that club, they might be able to go.
But you're also answering
See how you are.
questions without having someone having to answer it. Has
Right.
this person performed before?
Right.
Has she done a good job? Well, she's not going to post a company or whatever if she
Right.
didn't like it.
And if they hated it, right.
Yeah. So all of these things are, a testimonial is not letting someone know how good you are. It's answering questions. That goes back to writing it in the way you want. What is not being answered in my list of 50 testimonials? Well, I don't have anything listed about organics. I don't have anything listed about made in America. All these kind of weird things, put them in.
Right. I was going to say, or ask someone about them is the other thing, is that when it goes back to that.
Now, something we talked about were video interviews.
Yeah, that's right.
I
usually suggest them. Most people, let me give you a brief preface. I usually suggest them if you can get them. Most people, again, it kind of shows that it's a real person. It shows that real authenticity and often that enthusiasm, depending on what it is. But you have a very specific reason for your business that does make sense for the way you look at it. So go for it.
I don't like them for a variety of reasons. I think most of the time they are false. They also have to happen, like a testimonial that's written is evergreen. A video testimonial is not evergreen. You can tell when it was. Like if someone gave a video testimonial in the 1970s,
right,
that's not useful.
But hopefully if you're still in business, you're not still using testimonials.
Well, but still, it might be the greatest testimonial you've ever gotten. So
it could be David Copperfield that you still probably wouldn't use.
Exactly. So A, they're temporal. B, for me, I would never go up to someone directly after a performance and say, excuse me, did you like the show? Can you record that? I get, oh my God, that was great. I can have a reel of incredible testimonials. I really could. But there's a professional element to it that I don't want to do. And I don't want to invade people's privacy after a show. I want them to have that moment of excitement and ecstasy and whatever without me taking it away and going, can you come to this corner and tell me on video what you think and then sign this release? There's a third reason, and that is kind of like a celebrity testimonial. It doesn't ring true to me. I mean, yes, their response is real. And when you watch a Broadway commercial in New York, they have commercials for Broadway shows, and all of them have on the street random people testimonials. This is phenomenal, cats, meow. And it's like, that they picked from a crowd of 5,000, just like they do with writing. But like, I don't know this person. There's no name underneath it. It doesn't say what show she was a part of or where she came from. And I think all of those elements take away. Now, with that being said, it works. And it works at certain times.
They keep doing it because it works for them.
For me, I don't want to go up to someone after a show and say, excuse me, can you record this video?
Right.
I also don't want to email someone 3 weeks later and say, can you do me a favor, set up your webcam, press record?
Yeah, that's not going to go.
I get that. There are companies who say, our deck of cards are the best in America. Can you do me a favor and film you're using them? My chair company, my massage chair, 100% a video testimonial of me going, oh, this is great,
Right.
is worth it. They can post that on Instagram.
Right.
That's appropriate. So
And that's what I'm
the
saying.
other
It
thing is
depends on the business and it depends on the type of.
there's no hard fast rule for any of this.
Right.
You know, you also have to know what your audience is looking for. Again, who are you selling to? I don't know if video testimonials are good on a business to business level, but
Right.
the consumer loves them.
Right. Yeah. So again, they're appropriate in some cases, and
if I was selling
others,
tickets
maybe.
to a show, 100% I would have, just like Broadway
right,
does.
because then it's consumer, right?
Yeah, if I was selling to the random public, if I rented a theater and said, please come to my show, 100% I would do video interviews and be like, what did you think of the show? This was great. Oh, this was so much fun. How did he know what I was thinking? 100%.
The best thing ever for families.
That's who I'm selling to. I'm
Right.
selling to a testimonial. It should come from, it's a reflection of the person who's reading it. So if I'm selling to general managers, which is who I sell to,
Right.
all of my testimonials should be general managers, not the members.
Right.
Two different mentalities.
Right.
If I was responsible for bringing in an audience, 100% my testimonials and everything would be from the members, and I would have video and all that.
Right. Well, this has been really helpful. I hope for everybody else. I always like kind of having these sort of discussions. If someone wants to find out more about what you do, where can we point them? What's your Facebook page?
Absolutely. So I think the best way to find me is themagicmentalist.com. It's themagicmentalist.com. There's contact information on there. You can send me an email through the website itself. I'm happy to answer anything. I think the parting wisdom, if you'll call it that, is always be honest, even if the honesty is fudged. I mean, you never want to get caught in a lie. You never want it to come back and hurt you.
And that's just operating in integrity. That's this person liked working with me. I'm just helping them do it. So
yeah, I think, but we live in a society where it's very hard to read between the lines. It's hard to differentiate between paid content and not paid content. A paid, hey, I gave this to someone for free to give it back, and now I can have them say whatever I want them to. Don't feel the need. You know, one great testimonial is worth its weight in gold. 50 so-so testimonials aren't worth anything. Yeah. Find that one. You know, everybody has one client who liked their product.
Yeah, sure. Exactly.
At least one person.
Right, right. And like you said, that's at the
mom.
beginning, and over time it becomes something else. Right.
And then you get, don't be afraid to ask. The worst the worst someone can say is no. Oh, before we go,
and most of the time they don't say no. So just ask.
Most of the time. Sometimes they do, and that's a corporate policy or a personal thing. Here's the thing. I get when someone says no, it's usually a policy. It's never really them. And they'll say, we prefer you do not post that. Okay, that's fine. They don't want them to know, you know, if it's a nonprofit, they don't want people to know that they hired a magician.
Okay.
You know, if it's a professional policy, you know, or appearance to the public. Now, the thing they can't stop you from doing, unless they've put it in writing where you sign the NDA, is, did I perform for them? So I've performed for celebrities, I performed for royalty. They didn't give me testimonials, but
I can say I did
on my list of places. It says, you know, so and so, this family, this country's royal family. That is good. You want to say that. So when someone says you can't use me as a testimonial for whatever reason, there's never and you always say thank you anyway. No problem. Thank you so much for letting me know. You should, again, on that list of previous clients, put them on there, unless you've already signed an NDA, which is you got to honor that.
Sure.
You can say you performed for them. Wow, you performed for, I never did it. Oprah. Wow, you performed for Oprah? Yeah, she didn't give me a testimonial, but I performed for her.
Right.
So I think those work as like a B-level testimonial.
Right. Because it's still providing social proof. It's the idea of someone else saying you did this stuff. Right. But the big one is, of course, just do a good job. And then most people, if you ask, are willing to provide a testimonial. So thank you so much. I think this has been really helpful. I have to ask, can we get a magic trick?
Oh boy. There's one in every crowd, and in this crowd there's only one.
There's only me.
Let me see if I can hold on. There we go. Had one hanging in midair there. All right, let's okay, I'm gonna do this. I have a deck of cards. I'm gonna grab from behind me here one card. Let me see. Okay. So I took one card out of that deck that was just sitting back there, and it's a prediction. So I want you to imagine that you can receive my thoughts.
Okay.
I'm going to send you the image, not the name, the image of the card that I'm looking at right now, psychically. And I want you to take a deep breath in and tell me, it's not the Ace of Spades, but
is that like the most common one?
don't try to be, Ace of Spades. I'm sending you the image. No, not the one. Sending you the image of the card. Receive my thoughts. Now, what is the card I took and put in here?
I'm thinking Jack of Hearts.
That is so good. You are absolutely right. We're going to move on to another trick. Ooh, it doesn't work every time.
I was going to say, and blame it on me. It's all good.
No, actually, that was pretty good. That was pretty good. Why did you say the Jack of Hearts?
I was getting red, and I was getting a suit.
Yeah.
Getting a
yeah. You know how there was like one card picked up? That wasn't the card I took out of a different deck. Mm-hmm. The card I took out of a different deck, because I knew I'd have to prove it to you in a second, happened to be a red card. Mm-hmm. This deck has one red card in it.
Okay.
The card I took out of that different deck. And this is where things get a little weird. The one red card, what was the card you said?
Jack of Hearts.
Hearts. The red card happened to be the Jack of Hearts.
There you go.
That's you don't look impressed.
Yeah.
No. Here, I think I know why. You're questioning,
cool.
Can he do it again? I'll put this in the old safe spot right there. Here, we'll do it one more time. Just so I can prove to you it's real. Say stop at any time.
Stop.
Right there. You got the close. Yep. King of Hearts. King of Hearts. All right.
Oh, yeah,
so we'll take the King of Hearts blue card. We'll put it into the center. Now, unfortunately, in this second part, which I wasn't prepared for, I don't have a second red card. So I'll do magic to make it turn red. Okay. We're going to turn the King of Hearts into the red card. What's today's magic word? What's the magic word that's going to make it work?
Please.
Ooh, good parenting. I'm going to wave my hand over the top. You're going to say please. That King of Hearts will change into the red card now. So say please.
Please.
On top, not after.
Oh, sorry.
No, it's fine. Let me help you out here. So King of Hearts. Obviously it didn't work. I'm wondering maybe if you said please with a little more pizzazz.
Okay. When you wave your hand over or right now?
Yeah, just say it. Let's see how it works. Ooh, it was that high pitch. See, when you did that, the King of Hearts turned back to the Jack of Hearts.
Okay.
Let's see.
And is it there?
The red card should now be the King of Hearts, and that's how it worked. You did it.
Nice.
You're incredible.
Very cool.
Almost like magic.
You are.
Cut it out when it's in editing. We'll cut it out.
It's all good. Thank you very much. I appreciate it.
My pleasure. And good luck to everybody who's trying to improve their business. It's not easy, but it is worth it.
Yeah, absolutely. I agree. It's work, but it's worth it. So thank you.
All right. Toodaloo.